Welcome back to Whiskey Moments Podcast.
Sure you wanted me to exhale through it. I'm sorry.
I'm your host, Peg McCormick. With me today, the Boston. What can I call you?
I don't know. I would say gnome.
The Boston Brewer.
Just call me a masshole.
The masshole himself,
Thank you.
Shane Young.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Cheers. He's got so much whiskey in his glass.
Yeah. I'm going to try to get a little wrecked.
Mind you, it's 6:30 in the morning.
He's lying.
I'm so lying.
It's
We would not be awake right now because we went to bed at about 3:30 in the morning. Last night.
Absolutely destroying people.
They were destroying us.
Yeah, but that give us credit. No, you held our own.
We did all
Always
right.
the bridesmaid, never the bride, though, unfortunately.
We did all right. We didn't win, though. We were playing Call of Duty.
We'll get a win today.
We'll get one today.
We will. Absolutely.
So, how's life?
Life is good, man. Life is good. I'm up, up in the south. Up in the south.
I'm up in the south.
I'm up in the south, which is where I wanted to be because obviously my politics don't align with the people of New England anymore. So
Yeah.
yeah.
How's Tom Brady?
Tom Brady is fantastic. Fantastic. Tastes great. Good guy.
Tastes great. Interesting. God,
I'm sorry. Me and my buddies have this thing that the gayer you talk, the straighter you are. So I'm extremely straight.
Perfect. So me and Shane work together. For those that don't know, and yeah, we get to do a lot of fun stuff, like plunge people's sink.
I'm so upset, dude.
That we lost.
idea.
That we lost that.
Yeah. My bad.
Well, this one's gonna be a long episode.
It is devastating, though. It's devastating that we lost that because that was my baby.
Yeah. So we had a little. It's like a mini plunger. It's like this big. Perfect for unclogging sinks, and we used it and we lost it, and we don't know where it's at.
What was that stuff that person? No,
edamame.
Dude. People out there, don't put edamame in your garbage disposal, please.
Or rice or noodles.
I mean, you can do it, but in moderation. Don't dump an entire bowl of it in your disposal.
Or little bottles, shooter bottles, like those Jack Daniel ones up there.
Yeah,
don't put those in
all
there.
In there at the same exact time.
Or shot glasses.
And then wonder why your disposal doesn't work.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So we get to see a lot of fun stuff, a lot of fun people, fun animals.
I love the animals, dude. You have no idea.
Yeah, for the most part.
For the most part, there's a couple.
There's a few that are questionable.
No, it's only a couple for me that.
Well, a couple
that put a little bit of fear into me, but
a couple and a few is only one different. So.
Yeah, but whatever. We're here for accuracy more than anything else. But yeah, so I love the animals there, dude. They keep me happy.
Yeah, they're nice. What's one thing you miss about Boston, or up north? Maybe not Boston, but where you were at.
Charisse, which is
sounds like a woman.
It's a meat.
It sounds like the lady that lives on the corner of the street.
The women love it too. so it's good. The women love it. But yeah, charisse, I'd say is a spicy meat that they don't have anything that compares to it really out here.
Yeah.
Without having to add, a bunch of seasonings and stuff like that. So.
Wasn't there like a milk or something that you was trying to get me to try when we went up there?
Cambodian breast milk? It'll kill it. It cures anything. I'm just letting you know.
Where did they get it from?
The Cambodians.
Is there a lot of them in Boston?
In Rhode Island, yeah.
All I can think about is like if I walked into like what would be like a salon, like a hair salon, and it's just.
That was not what I was trying to get you to try, by the way.
What was it?
It was coffee milk.
Oh yeah, coffee milk. That's right.
Coffee milk. It's aristocrat syrup that you pour into milk. It's like having chocolate milk, but coffee milk.
Interesting.
It's so good.
Yeah, I didn't try it.
So good.
Also, Dunkin' is everywhere.
My buddy Eric, I'll have him send me a bottle of that so you can experience it.
You just drink it by itself, or you put it in coffee?
No, you put it in milk.
What? It's already milk.
It's coffee syrup. It's coffee syrup
that you put in milk.
Put in milk, and then mix it up just like you would chocolate milk.
This is like reversed everything.
No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all.
It's
believe
coffee syrup you're putting in milk instead of milk that you're putting in coffee.
Okay, you're right. It is kind of reversed.
It's very strange.
It's not strange.
It sounds strange. I mean, I get like putting like Hershey syrup in milk to make chocolate milk.
If you crossed Virginia and go north, it's not strange anymore.
Okay, that's fair.
So, but
I heard
you're gonna enjoy it. I promise you that.
I
If
did
you like milk and coffee. You're good.
I did hear that they like really just love the Jets up there.
I don't know if I can swear on your podcast. I'm gonna try to keep it clean. But that was a disgusting thing to say. Absolutely gross. Absolutely gross.
Oh, it was.
No Jets. No Dolphins.
And what's the team that?
Up north?
No, well, I know obviously the Red Sox, but who do they despise?
The Yankees. We hate the Yankees, yeah. The Yankees and the Rays.
Yankees and the
And
who?
anybody that's in conference, really.
And anyone that's a baseball
really.
team.
Anybody.
Any baseball team, really. I mean,
we hate them all because we're racist. We hate everybody. So it's not
racist,
like toward,
racist baseball
toward
team.
one particular group. It's everybody. We just hate everybody.
That's fair.
Even ourselves.
I think everybody at one point in time, well, not everybody, but almost everybody loved Pedro Ramirez.
Pedro Martinez?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's all the same.
I'm gonna cut that out.
Don't you do that
I'm gonna cut that out.
Don't do it. Yeah. Pedro Martinez was the man.
Maybe Pedro Ramirez was his brother.
Pedro Ramirez. No, we had Manny Ramirez.
I'm just mixing them all
He was
up.
a hitter. DH. Outfield. Ball hit him in the head one time, went over the fence. It was incredible.
What are they? Was that a home run?
And it's like we couldn't even boo him.
What do
We
you
had to
do with
cheer
that?
for him. It's a home run. Technically, it's a home run because it never hits the ground.
Wow.
Yeah, it's quite silly. Quite silly.
Dude.
Pedro Ramirez. That's awesome.
Oh, it's funny. Do you miss anything else about up north?
Friends. That's about
Obviously,
it.
yeah.
Couple friends, couple close friends.
Kids.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, that's
Obviously,
that's
yeah.
a given. But you know, in terms of the living part of it,
Yeah.
nothing.
What about like the culture up there? You miss any of that?
No.
No.
Nope. Can't say that I do.
I mean, to be fair, when we went, I did not like Boston. Like, I wasn't a fan.
Boston's a tough place to be honest with you, because it's all one ways, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the driving sucks.
The driving sucks.
You have to be stupid aggressive.
Yeah.
Stupid aggressive.
Parking sucks.
Sucks. Yeah.
Everything sucks.
Sucks.
There's no
costs a ton of money.
There's no convenience stores to go get us a
No, to go
drink.
get a Monster.
Like, I mean, it's
Yeah, no
hard times.
CVS's.
Yeah, what the hell?
There's one. There's one smack dab in the
There's
middle.
25 Dunkin' Donuts, though.
Hell yeah. Yeah, everybody's running on Dunkin' in the Northeast, bro.
Well, it'd be cool if they would just serve, like, some energy drinks or, like, some sodas there.
At Dunkin' Donuts?
Yeah.
No, I mean, they serve soda. They do serve soda. They have soda.
I should have went in one of those to get a drink then.
Don't ever talk bad about Dunkin'. We could fight.
We were walking around. Did you ever go? Did you like explore Boston when you were there? Like any? Like go do?
Well, I mean, I brought the kids out there for, like, the Science Museum is
Well, like
actually pretty amazing.
We didn't do that, but we went to the park, or not the park. The you walk around and there's a little guest center place in the front, and it's like a historical thing.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I don't know what I'm talking about. It's a I don't know. It looks like a
I didn't like
freaking.
Boston.
It looks like a park. I didn't like it either.
I didn't like Boston.
But we somehow figured out.
I was 45 minutes south of Boston.
You see that deer?
I kind of like it.
I killed that. I know you don't believe me, but I did.
It's not a deer, dude.
Dude,
What
what do you
It's
mean?
like that, like a jackal.
What?
It was like the deer and the jackrabbit.
It's just a small 6-point. That's why I didn't have its whole head mount. It's just the antlers.
Where's the rest of the face?
It's called a Euro mount. Actually, a Euro mount may be the
Did
skull.
you blow his face off?
No.
Where's his face?
You don't have to put his face in.
Oh, you just put the antlers?
Right. You can do one with the skull. It just
Oh.
takes longer.
I thought that's everyone I've ever seen. I've never seen that. That's why it was kind of weird to me.
Yeah. You can do one with
That's
the
one
skull.
thing you don't see in the Northeast, to be honest with you.
Deer? Deer
No,
mounts?
you see deer. You don't see
That kind of
mounts.
stuff?
Yeah, you don't see mounts. You see, like, fishing mounts.
You know how hard it is to, like, if you did it yourself, like if I cut the head off the deer and I didn't want to take it to a taxidermist, I would have to take it and hang it up in like a tree and it would take months, even maybe a year, The bugs eat it all the way down to the bones, and then you just wash it off, hang it up.
You're just talking strictly skull.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if
I
you
was
wanted
talking about the whole head though, like
like a whole head mount.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but because that deer wasn't very big, you don't want to pay the money to have the whole head mounted. Okay. I had my very first buck ever mounted. He was a 8-point little basket rack, probably smaller than that rack, but it was an 8-point, so it had one extra point on each side.
You have to take me hunting.
And yeah,
that way I can bag my first.
I gotta show you how to shoot a gun first.
Yeah.
That's important. I don't want to just take you hunting first. You need to know how to shoot.
Let's just fucking do it.
No, you need to know how to shoot first.
I can actually. Is it cursing on your podcast?
Yeah, you can.
Okay,
You can.
right,
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Because it's gonna be really hard.
It's okay. I felt so dumb when I went hunting this past year because
I don't know why.
Because well, one, I didn't see a deer. Two, the first place I went because we got it the day I got in was late, so there's a blind right behind the camp. I mean, like I can hear camp. It's seriously like 50 yards, probably 50 yards.
What kind of camp?
Like deer camp. It's just RVs. We have all of our RVs.
Okay.
We have a spot. All of our RVs. Campfire.
I was gonna know what you're talking about because I have no idea.
Man, I wanted to say something bad, but I'm not
Go ahead,
going. No.
Be
Beep. Like the sensor beep. No. So I went to that blind. This is why I felt dumb. So I'm walking in. It's still daylight, obviously, and I'm getting to the blind, and it's just like a big canopy tent. Like it's one that's about 6 foot tall. So I'm unzipping the side, and the zipper stops like halfway down. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, this must be like this must be like the door. Like, so sometimes on the blinds, there's only one side that you enter, and the rest of them, the doors will half zip down so that you can stick your gun out. Mm-hmm. And I thought it was that. Nope, that was the entrance. I just didn't open it up. So I couldn't figure out how to get into the blind. So I jumped. I put my gun inside and then jumped, hurtled through the little opening. And then when I got in there, I went, oh. Yeah. So... Just you gotta really
I understand the embarrassment.
Yeah, you just gotta really inspect your stuff. I went to that spot I think 2 more times, and I was able to figure it out. The worst part about hunting too, though, is like I got down the first morning that we went to hunt, and I had to take a crap, and I got lost.
That sucks.
Yeah, but No, it's way worse. This is way worse because I got lost and I was maybe 15 steps from my stand where I left my backpack and my gun. Oh yeah, pitch black.
Okay.
But I had a flashlight and I got down from
disorienting is that?
I got down from the ladder and I went, all right, I'm gonna go left. I went left, found a tree, but then what I did was I got like on the back side of the tree. So then when I got done, I couldn't figure out where I was at. So I had to text my dad, who walked me to the stand. He walks all the way back from his stand, and I just stayed still because if I moved, it could make it worse. Absolutely. So I just stayed still. I'm sitting here shining my light in the trees. My light is on my stand. I just can't tell that it is. He walks up. He's like, "It's right there." I'm like, "Sweet, thanks."
He must have been so proud.
Oh, he was. He loves that story now. And then the best part is it got daylight, right? It got daylight, and I look over to my left, and I see the rock that I used to set. I just see all the wads of toilet paper, right there.
I'm surprised you didn't smell it.
No, but the deer probably did. It's probably why I didn't see one. Yeah, you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to do it that close. But I was too scared to go any further. If I got lost at 15 feet, I'm gonna get lost at
you would have
50 yards.
You would have ended up in some Blair Witch type shit.
Yeah, and that dude, that stuff is scary. Like. Being out in the woods at night or first in the morning at 5:45 before it's daylight, it's scary.
Well, what are the kind of not just
you can hunt in the
people,
afternoons.
what other kind of animals are out there though?
Oh yeah, we've seen a hog, and hogs.
Hogs will kill you,
dude. Hogs are scary. You have to be able to climb a tree.
Aren't they?
Oh, they're so mean. Yeah, and they're hard to kill. So their skin's really tough, and to kill them, you have to shoot them behind the ear. That's like their kill shots right behind the ear.
You don't go down with like a knife.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how hard it would be to actually cut one.
Underbelly, right? They got to be softer under it.
Yeah, but how you gonna get to that?
I don't know. You got to wrestle that bitch.
No.
You got to say you got to.
Okay. You're gonna wrestle that, but you ain't gonna take on a bear.
Of course not.
Or a gorilla. Sorry, a bear.
I'm not gonna do either.
Both.
I'm not gonna do either. I feel like I have a much better chance against a hog.
Yeah, I mean, definitely because you can run, and if you can climb,
I got a lower center of gravity, so he can't take me out at the legs.
You're gonna football tackle him.
I'll get in a 3-point stance and fuck that dude up. There's no questions about it.
Oh, it's funny. Yeah, there's been a hog. Lots, dude. There's one picture that had like 20 raccoons in it. Can you imagine if a pack of raccoons just showed up?
Yeah, that's again.
I'm not scared of
on the
raccoons, but dude, I'm not.
On the temperament if they all attack at once.
Dude, I will punt them.
It's not. Yeah, you punt like 3 of them, and the other ones will be taking chunks out of the side of your neck.
I would be having raccoon soup that night.
You would. I don't think they'll kill you. But
may give me rabies.
Could
with that many.
Better hope you had your tetanus shot and all that other bullshit is up to date.
I think tetanus is for rust.
It probably is, but rabies vaccine.
You better make sure you might step on a nail out there while you're fighting the raccoon.
Louis did it
in the woods.
Were you with us that time we went over to Monty's?
Yeah, with he was wearing Crocs, right? Or did he have his boots on?
He had boots on, but he stepped on a nail.
Yeah, that's right.
Went right through his shoe.
Yeah.
He had his camo boots.
Did he have to go get a tetanus shot?
I believe he did.
That's wild. I've stepped on rusty things, and I'm just like, you know what? We'll play it out and see what happens.
Tetanus shot sucks too.
Yeah, because it's a big needle.
Yeah.
I've never had one. I don't want one. I mean,
You'll have one. You'll have one someday.
Well, probably.
Especially working in maintenance, you'll have one.
No.
Hopefully this shit blows up big enough.
You
don't have to do it anymore.
There's no rusty stuff on our property.
Stop that.
There's no moisture for anything to get wet.
Stop that. Stop that. On a day like today, you got plenty of moisture.
No.
I'm surprised you haven't gotten any calls.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
Because the wind was high.
Yeah.
It was high.
Yeah, but did you see the direction that the rain was going? When I was coming down Harris, it was going this way.
You talking about today?
Yeah, it was going this way.
All right, so
very odd direction. Yeah, very odd direction. Anyway, yeah, there's some animals out there. And there may be a bear out there. My parents, I can't remember if my dad told me that they saw a bear on the trail cam or not, but there might be bears out there. So like, you definitely could.
If it was a bear, you'd have. What would it be? A black bear?
Yeah. But you can also shoot probably coyotes. I mean, but the thing is, you're gonna spook them walking in. Like you're gonna scare them as much as you get scared. So the biggest thing is when you're sitting in the stand and you're just completely quiet and still, and they don't know you're there either. Like not just deer, but other animal. Like I've seen people in tree stands and the bear just happened to decide to climb that tree. And like it's climbing and you're trying not to move because you don't want it to actually keep climbing. But like, what do you do? I'm going to wait till he gets right at my feet. I'm going to pop him between the eyes.
Dude, I've seen videos of it. I don't know how I would react, to be honest with you. Until you actually put in that situation, you have no idea how you're actually going to react. I can say that I could be extremely silent, but I'd probably be sitting there. He would smell me because I'd be shitting myself. There's no doubt about it. No doubt.
I would probably freeze. Like I probably wouldn't know. I'd probably go like slightly into shock if that was happening.
The old deer in the headlight.
But I would also
probably the best thing for you, though.
I would probably also react instinctively, like if he was climbing up and he got right on on the ladder of the tree stand and was right here, like about to be in my lap, I would absolutely pull the trigger on his face.
I'd like to say I would too, but I'm not so sure.
Yeah, it's tough.
I'm not so sure.
Killing deer's tough sometimes.
Well, luckily, black bear I don't think are very as aggressive as other bear species. Right.
Never killed one though. I think it'd be cool. If I kill a bear, I could put the rug. I'd get like a skin rug and put it in here.
Those trips are expensive though, aren't they?
Yeah, a few thousand for a guide. For that, that's a guided hunt though. Like if you kill one on your own land, you just have to pay for the permit probably. Like the tag. It's a tag. It's not I don't know if you need a permit.
Go to Gatlinburg and bag you a beer.
Yeah.
A good place over there.
Yeah. I actually don't know what the law is. Like if they were breaking into your vehicle and stuff, I don't know if you're allowed to shoot them.
They must have
in
rights.
Gatlinburg.
They must have rights like the people do.
Dude, I saw a video the other day from Gatlinburg. They went out. The people were in this Airbnb, like this cabin, and they went outside, and there was one in the hot tub. in the hot tub, like bouncing around. Like, dude, waves were going over the hot tub, and it was just, it was a young one too, and it was in the hot tub. I'm like, dude,
bears want to party too.
They are wild.
They are.
Give that guy a beer.
Hot tub, trash can, what?
Dude,
that's the life.
That's
probably
the life.
not really.
That's not really the life.
Probably not really, but
it's crazy. It is crazy how that stuff happens. I just want to see a deer in the woods again.
So you haven't bagged anything yet this year? Or is it all? It's
well,
over.
It's over. Yeah.
Over?
Yeah. I think right now the only thing in season now is turkey, and I'm not a big turkey hunter.
I would rather like chase them and try to like break their neck as opposed to shoot them.
You ain't gonna ever catch one.
Yeah.
Turkeys are so aware. Dude, they're hard to kill. Like they're good. Like
you're starting to make me like. Now I'm like, I think I want to kill a turkey.
It's hard, and some people want to kill them with a bow, and some people want to kill them like you kill them with a shotgun.
I want to do a
which means you have to be.
You think it'll work?
No, it would have to be high powered slingshot.
Yeah, with a fucking like a diesel marble.
I don't know why you wouldn't just. It's the same thing as shooting them with a bullet.
That'd be more interesting though, right? Because I mean, a bullet has a very high likely chance that you're gonna kill it.
Yeah.
With a slingshot, you're gonna cripple it, and then you can creep up on it and break its neck.
It's disturbing. Yeah.
In the mind of Shane.
I've only been turkey hunting one time, and I was young. That's what'll scare you at night when you're walking through the woods, because they are in packs usually, turkeys, and they're so loud, and like they won't necessarily like gobble like you hear people.
So what kind of sound do they?
You just hear them flocking, like but there's like 20 of them, and so it sounds horrendous. It's like a mini airplane taking off in the woods, and you're just like, where is? And then they actually fly, but they barely get off the ground. So like,
dude, I can't.
It's disturbing, especially when they sneak up behind you, and then they actually see you.
They're not gonna sneak up behind you doing that shit.
And they won't do that until they see you.
Oh.
But they'll be just behind you, and you'll think you hear something because you'll hear a leaf crunch, and you'll like, someone's stepping behind me, and you'll turn around and look, and when they see you move, dude, and then it's just like, and I'm like, dude, it's terrifying.
I don't think I want to put myself in that experience, but I definitely.
Honestly, the scariest time that I was ever actually in the woods, I vividly remember it. We were in Kentucky because we used to hunt over there, and my dad was going to get Jason, which is like my second dad. And when you come out of the woods, we were in like this, I don't know what you'd call it. It's a big clearing, almost like they mowed it, and it's where like the big power lines are. So it's just power, and the moon is out, so you can see everything just from moonlight. So I'm at the very edge of this like tree row, and it's all woods behind me, big clearing, and then there's another tree row. And my dad's like, stay here at the tree row. And he walks into the other set of woods and like way in front of me. It's like probably 80 yards, and he goes into the woods. And he disappears, and I'm just standing there, and I'm like 14, 15.
Did you
like,
think he wasn't coming back?
Dude, I was so terrified. I was like, which way do I walk if he doesn't come? Like, if he yells, how am I supposed to find him in the woods? So, and then you're fighting your head, because you get into your head, like, should I start walking like towards him? But he knows where I'm at.
Right.
So like,
don't move.
But you're fighting that. You're fighting that hard, because you're like, man, I could be close. Like, it's hard. But then he came out with him. I mean, it took like 10 minutes. I stood there for like 10, and that's the longest 10 minutes. That's an hour worth of 10 minutes right there. And that was like the scariest thing. That's like burned into my mind too. Like I don't remember how old I was, but that was scary for me.
I haven't had any experiences like that. I mean, I've missed out on a lot, I gotta say.
I mean, hunting's one of those things. It's not for everybody. Like my brother tried it, didn't like it. My sister tried it, she didn't like it.
I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure I will like it. You know what I mean? I'm willing to do it and try it at least once, but I'm not sure that I will like it in terms of like the killing of the animal, whatever the case may be. But
right.
I'm not so sure. You know what I mean? Until you do it, you don't know.
Right.
But I'm not gonna say that I'll be all gung ho. I think I'd rather shoot a person. You know what I mean? I fucking hate people. if I'm being completely honest.
Fair enough.
So I got out of the car business and joined maintenance.
Yeah. Still blows my mind, but
still got to deal with people.
Still got to deal with people.
You don't have to deal with the true nature of people on a regular basis. So,
Yeah, I always that's the biggest thing when taking someone hunting is like, what are you gonna do when you do see the deer? Like you got it in the crosshairs,
Right.
and are you gonna actually pull the trigger? Like, are you gonna shoot it,
Right.
or are you gonna have like remorse almost? And
That's completely the situation I see myself in. Pain.
Yeah.
No joke.
Yeah, and it happens to a lot of people. I mean, because I also like to just watch them sometimes, especially when there's a bunch of them. And it makes it even worse when you see like the babies out there with them. Because like you're gonna kill the mom. You're gonna kill the mom or the dad or both, and then you just have the kids out there and they don't know what to do. I've had baby deer, dude. I've had baby deer run out. You would shoot and they've never heard a gunshot before, so they don't run. They just stand there because they don't know what it was.
Listen, there's a bunch of people out there that adopt fucking baby like abandoned animals that I see it on TikTok all the time.
Yeah, but if they're in our woods, they're nowhere near a house. Like they're gonna grow up and I'm gonna shoot them, or they're gonna be, or they'll be traumatized and they'll just run, and just never come back.
That's the challenge. Oh, you mean just run away?
Just run away.
I
Go to another set of woods.
We're like back and forth, back and forth. I'm like,
oh, dude, it's so hard. It's so hard to kill a deer that's moving. It really, yeah. Oh, I will never shoot one that's moving unless it's a monster that I have to, because you can stop them if they're walking, and you want to shoot them. Here's, Matt. That's what you do.
And they'll stop.
Yep, they'll stop to look, but you've got a half a second. Because then they're gonna run.
Yeah.
And that's how I killed my first buck. My dad was like, "Let me know."
Even if they're walking, Peyton, you wouldn't take a shot if they were walking.
Probably not.
Running.
Not when you can stop them. Not when you can stop them.
Okay.
So obviously, because that was my first buck, and he came around the left side of me, and my dad was watching through the binoculars, and I had the scope on him, and he's like, "You follow him," and he's like, "Let me know when you're on him, and I'll stop him." He's like, and then you pull the trigger, and I mean, my dad was like, "Man." I mean, it was
that fast.
It was that fast.
Oh, that's crazy.
And he ran, right out in front of us and just fell over. It was a good shot. It's probably one of my best shots.
What would you say you hit him? Torso or?
Probably right in the heart. Yeah.
That's good.
And for deer, that's like right behind their front leg.
So was the deer facing you, or was it just a little bit sideways?
No, you want them. You want them
sideways.
You want them sideways. Yeah. So we were in the stand facing this way, and he came down a path on my left.
Yeah.
And he was probably like right here, and I'm still facing forward, but I have my gun on a rail facing him, and I'm just following him, and then he made the noise, and he ran out here and just.
What kind of distance are we talking?
Not very far from that one. I probably shot him at maybe 50 yards. I mean, not very far. I've shot one at
50 yards is 50 yards.
I've shot one at 470
yards or meters?
Yeah, yards. It's insane. But
you got on that rifle?
It's a China made one. I need a better one. I was young, better eyesight.
Better eyesight, no shit.
Now, also, I'm not saying when I say I killed a deer that far, it wasn't like a kill shot like in the heart. Because the bullet drops or you shoot too high or whatever. Yeah, no, I've shot deer in the spines, broke their backs, like they can't move, and then you got to shoot them again. That's the worst. I've shot deer in the stomach, gut shot them.
Paraplegic.
You know what's worse is that they still try to move, like they're crawling, and they're making they're the awful sounding noises.
Sounds awful.
Yeah, awful sounding noise. That's why I just shoot them again. Just put them out of their misery. You can save the bullets and go up and like do it yourself, but
I'd rather waste a bullet. Dude.
Yeah, dude, just waste a bullet.
On the off chance, I don't want to be sitting there curb stomping.
You're not gonna be crazy. I'm talking with a knife.
Oh.
No.
Put your teeth on the curb.
Oh, this sounds like animal cruelty.
It all is, dude. You're hunting.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. You got to think of it as long as you're doing it not for sport.
Yeah.
Then I think it's okay. Like as long as you're doing it and you're actually gonna eat the meat, you're gonna actually like, quote unquote, provide for your family. I mean, yeah, I think it's acceptable to
that's
do
the only
it.
reason when I was fishing back, up in north. Now, I'm sorry, and to get back to your question, do you miss anything? The fishing.
Yeah.
Absolutely miss the fishing. Yes. Hitting a 50-pound striper is sick. The fight is like unreal. You know what I'm saying? You're talking.
Then you ate the fish?
40, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Land it. I'll flay it right up on the bridge.
Really?
Throw the carcass back in so that, you know what I mean, it's feeding for sand sharks and shit like that. But yeah, that's one thing I can say that I definitely miss from the Northeast would be the fishing. The size of the fish. Just a lot of fun. 45 minutes, your shoulder feels like it's going to fall off your body.
Yeah, I bet. I haven't fished. I haven't done any big fish, like big fishing at all. I haven't fished in years.
Well, you guys got catfish down here, though. Like good-sized catfish. I just don't know where to fish for them.
Well, whenever I was fishing, all I'm used to catching are sunfish, perch.
Well, it's because you're fishing with a worm, right?
Usually I got lures.
What size lure are you using to just catch perch, though? Perch aren't that big, are they?
Not usually, no.
No, you want to catch a largemouth.
But I'd also catch a bass.
Yeah.
Largemouth. Crappie.
What do you guys? Well, crappie.
Crappie big around here. This is Missouri. I'm talking Missouri when I was growing up.
Big.
Yeah, but no, me and Dad used to fish a lot. I haven't fished in so long, and then we got to where at the lake we'd run trout lines, and trout lines was fun.
Yeah, the rainbow trout up north are good. I don't really care for them, to be honest with you. But I bought so much shit to come down here, like so much freshwater shit, and I've been fishing one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awful. I'm ashamed of myself, to be honest with you.
Well, the lake here in Gallatin, you can actually, I just learned this the other day. You can go into anyone's yard that lives on the lake, and you can fish as long as you're within you have to be within 90 feet, I think, or 10 feet. 10 feet. I don't remember how many feet.
It's not considered trespassing?
No, because the county or the state or the Army Corps of Engineers or someone owns the first 10 feet
of the pond.
The taxpayers pay for it of the lake.
The lake.
So even though it's in people's backyards, they own everything to that, but they don't own that part of it. So you can fish on it legally.
You know anywhere around that you have 10 feet inside of that
to fish, and they can't say anything.
You can legally fish.
Yeah.
So what do you access it by boat?
No, you would have to.
What are you going to do? You have to walk through people's yards, right?
Yeah.
So I would say you'd have to access it through boat.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's interesting. I just learned that.
It's quite a kind of a cool law.
Yeah, it's weird because the taxpayers pay for something.
As long as you have the means to be able to do it, like I said, you got to have like a little skiff or some shit like that to just get to that area.
Be sneaky.
It's really, really good fishing, or be sneaky.
Yeah. So, anyway,
breaking the law.
Is that a song?
It is actually.
I thought you just made that up.
No, I didn't make that up. I'm not that creative.
All right, I'm gonna ask you some would you rather questions.
Oh, good.
This one's kind of fun. It just popped up. I haven't even read it. Would you rather buy 10 things you don't need every time you go shopping, or always forget the one thing you need when you go to the store?
I'd rather. I do it on a regular basis now anyway. I buy so much shit that I don't need.
That you don't need every time.
Absolutely, that's.
So you'd rather do that than forget why you went to the store?
I do that too, but that's part of kind of like.
This isn't a would you rather. This is Shane's life.
Yeah, this is kind of life of being like a burnout type of thing, you know? That's funny. I do both. But I would, if I had to choose, if I really had to choose, I'd rather choose the first one.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, because I do it anyway. I do it.
I think everyone does it.
I went bulk shopping for the first time the other day. That's exactly. I went.
What shopping?
Bulk, like Sam's Club.
Yeah.
Bro, I went for 3 things.
How much?
I figured I was gonna spend like $30.
Oh no, dude! First off, one thing at Sam's Club is $30.
No, it's not. It's not.
Yeah, it depends on what you're buying.
Laundry pods
are expensive. That was more than $30.
I got the Sam's Club's one.
They're still more than $30,
and you get like.
And it's like 90.
You get like 130 of them.
It's still more than $30.
My clothes are gonna smell like absolute ass. But what I don't care.
And the paper towels last you for 3 years.
Yeah. So anyway,
and that's like 45.
Anyway, the first, I'd rather buy a bunch of shit that I don't need.
All right.
Bulk shopping is cool though.
Did you like it? Wait, you went to Sam's Club?
Yeah.
Do you have a Sam's Club membership?
No, I went with my girl Lindsay.
I was wondering because obviously I worked at Sam's Club, so I'm like, that's why I know everything's expensive.
I went. We had a Sam's Club in Massachusetts too, in Swansea.
Oh, you guys had cool stuff like that up there?
Yeah, we have all the same shit that you guys have down here, except for like the barbecue places.
Country music.
No, we have country music up there, but it's not
Cool
big.
stuff.
It's not prevalent. But yeah, man, that's why I came down here, bro. I lived in Sevierville for the first time, the first year. That's why I knew I wanted to be a Tennessean. Everybody's so much nicer.
Just not a Titan.
Just not a Titan. I'll never be a Titan.
God, they're so bad.
I'll never be a Titan. I think they're going to be a little bit
They
better
might be all right
year.
this year.
Same thing with us. The Patriots are going to be fucking a lot better. I mean, we spent almost $300 million or $300 million in free agency, which we've never done. Ever. And then drafted
Who's the coach?
our needs. Mike Vrabel.
Oh,
Old Tennessee, baby.
Old Tennessee.
Old Tennessee.
He's the only one I liked out of Tennessee.
Yeah, I was surprised when you guys let him go, but I was.
Don't say you guys.
What do you mean? You're not a Titan fan?
No.
Oh. What are you, like a 49ers fan?
Detroit.
Oh, okay. All right. No, you know what? That's a good one to jump on.
Yeah.
That's a good one to jump on.
Oh yeah, I joined the bandwagon. I mean,
absolutely, you should.
I liked them.
You should.
If
you never had a team,
right?
Pick
one.
who you like.
Yeah.
Pick who you like. But now when if they get bad again, you got to stay with them.
Right.
You can't be like.
So you can't follow the players.
You listen. You can enjoy the way that I looked at football in my entire career, because I played a long time, played 31 years. Is I always a Patriots fan, always a Patriots fan. But there were certain players that I watched over the years that I'm like, holy shit, that he's fucking incredible. You know what I'm saying? Like Barry Sanders, Detroit Lions.
I mean, Tom Brady went to the Bucks.
It's all right. I'm still a Tom Brady fan. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm a New England fan, but I'm still a Tom Brady fan. He brought us 6 championships. How can I
Right.
not be? You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
I got to cheer for him when he goes to the Bucks. It doesn't make me a Bucks fan, but I cheer for the player. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing.
Fair enough. Okay, I was just wondering because, like, obviously, I really like Jahmyr Gibbs
Jahmyr Gibbs is
and
phenomenal.
Montgomery.
If I get the first pick this year in our football draft, I will take Jahmyr Gibbs. He's nasty, dude. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
And he's gonna.
And you know who was a letdown this year, especially in fantasy? CMC.
He's always hurt.
I know.
He's always hurt. That's why.
But
what?
2 years ago, he had
last
such
year
a good.
He killed it for me,
dude. Such a good season last year.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't. I think
And then
didn't they put him on the Madden cover?
And he got ripped.
Didn't
Yeah.
they put him on the Madden cover?
And then
The curse is fucking there, bro.
It's
not,
I don't know who they're putting on it again, but I ain't picking them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't trust him, unfortunately, because his health has always been an issue.
Right.
All the time. So.
I think Jahmyr Gibbs would be a good pick. I don't know if he's first.
Who else are you gonna pick? Like, running back should be the first pick. You're not picking a quarterback with the.
Well,
with the first
obviously, I'm not picking a quarterback. I wouldn't
pick.
pick a
Not gonna pick a
quarterback.
tight end with the first pick.
Well, no.
So who you pick with the first pick? Wide receiver. Jamar Chase.
And I learned after this year not to do I don't like big huge name wide receivers because sometimes they're good, but Justin Jefferson got locked down all season. He had 2 good games for me all season.
Because they game plan for it. They double and triple team him.
That's what I'm saying. Same thing with Jamar Chase, but Jamar Chase had a good season. After it was a rocky first few games, and then
but Jefferson still had a good season. He had a good season. It just wasn't. You had unfortunate games, fantasy wise, because that's what we are. We're fantasy players. We don't give a fuck about anything. Give me some numbers.
Give me numbers. That's all.
Numbers.
You need to be putting up 30 fantasy points.
So you get a game. He throws up 8 points.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And then you want to drop
another
him.
Game. You want to no. You can't.
You want to drop him.
He's undroppable. You can't even do it. You can't even. The system won't allow it. But then he'll give you a game that's 30. You know what I mean?
Right. But honestly, the guy that I picked as my big running back this year was great. Kyron Williams.
Kyron Williams,
dude,
a touchdown machine, dude.
Was a machine. And then when Puka was hurt and Cooper Kupp, all they did was give it to Kyron. They got it down there. He would run 3 touchdowns in per game.
And you know what? He's another one. He would be.
That's what I'm saying.
Arguable first pick.
That's what I'm saying. It's
because
tough.
You got Devontae Adams now that went to the Rams.
Oh yeah. So they're going to be.
Now you have him and Puka.
Yeah, because they got rid of Cooper Kupp. Where did he go?
I don't even know, honestly.
I don't remember where he went.
He signed with the team.
In Las Vegas?
No, I don't think so.
Who went over there with Crosby?
Max Crosby?
Uh-huh.
Ashton Genty. No, Geno Smith.
Oh, Geno Smith went over there.
Smith went over there. Ashton Genty, they just drafted.
And Tyler Lockett's on those Titans.
Yes, Tyler Lockett is on the Titans.
So you got Tyler Lockett, Tony Pollard, Cam Ward
Cam Ward, yeah.
as QB. or
I mean,
backup
you
QB
still have,
or whatever.
You still have Burks,
Treylon Burks, yeah.
you know, that they drafted. He hasn't really morphed into the player that he really should be at this point.
Yeah.
But hopefully this season he has a breakout.
Yeah, I would like for them to be like decent enough to where I could go to a game.
Here's what I'll say to you. Well, we'll go to a game anyway. Fuck it. Who
I
cares?
mean,
you know, we'll go
for the other
Cincy,
team.
When we went to
Yeah, they had
Chargers
Derrick
game.
Henry then, didn't they? Yes.
Yes, they did have Derrick Henry then.
Oh,
and we went to
he's arguably first round pick.
no.
What?
Mm-mm.
Why?
He's another year older, dude. I just don't see it there. I just don't see it there. The thing about Gibbs that
He's
makes
so
me
young.
love him is the fact that he does both. You know what I mean? His receiving is fucking ridiculous. His rushing is extremely good. He's got breakaway speed at any point, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Once he hits the second level, if he makes a move on somebody, it's over. He's gone 60 yards.
Yeah.
Like it's nothing. Same thing in the screen game, catching. He's ridiculous. That's why I would completely have no problem picking him first. No
Right.
problem. But Derrick Henry, I can't do that because he's strictly rushing. You know what I mean? If the team wants to put 9 men up in the box, you're fucked. You're fucked as a Derrick Henry owner.
But he killed it this
he's
year.
more one-dimensional. Yeah,
I'm
of
just
course
saying he
did. He's
killed
an
it this year.
animal. I'm not saying he's not, dude. I'm not.
You're saying
He
he's not the
he
first
is an
overall
animal,
pick.
But for me, he's not the first pick in the draft.
You know, I bet he pops up. I bet when you pull up the draft this year, I bet he is the number one guy though.
Mm-mm.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm.
Who do you think is going to be in the number one spot?
I think
I'm not saying-
I think it's going to be a receiver. If
Oh,
I'm
really?
being honest, I think it'll be Jamar
A.J.
Chase.
Brown?
No, AJ Brown, no.
Since they won the Super Bowl?
AJ Brown had a very mediocre season.
Yeah,
last
he
year.
did. Yeah, he did.
So, I mean, Saquon stole the
Oh,
show.
dude,
Yeah,
another good
he's
RB
an-
right there.
Yeah, that isn't. You're right.
That's another one.
He's another argument for it. Yeah, I mean, as a number one.
I mean,
pick.
my team's probably going to have Kyron, Saquon, and Derrick Henry, so.
Yeah, you're out of your mind. You're so out of your mind. You got to hope Derrick Henry falls to the third round for that to happen, and you know that's not happening. I think he's first round. I think he's probably like an 8 or a 9. If I'm being honest.
Bro, I mean, yeah.
Honest.
That's fair. That's fair.
But I think
I bet
Jamar Chase-
CMC falls out of the first round this year.
He should. Absolutely. He should fall out of the first round. He should fall into the late second. And then it becomes a steal if he makes it to the third. You know what I'm saying? It becomes a steal. And you got to hope that he stays healthy. If he's healthy, he's fucking ridiculous, dude.
Right.
But the problem is he can't stay healthy.
He can't.
No.
That's crazy. I'm ready for football.
I am too. I'm so tired of everything else.
Yeah, me too. Basketball's stupid.
I get to see LeBum James flopping all over the place.
I hate the NBA.
Dude.
It's just not fun to watch.
I obviously I root for the Celtics.
Yeah, that makes
You know
sense.
what I'm saying? But I'm not a diehard Celtics fan. I'm just not.
That's an edit. I gotta edit that. I'm gonna put something funny in there if I can.
Oh god. Yeah, my bad, bro. Sorry.
Here's your,
Unfiltered with Shane Young.
yeah. I'm just gonna make sure and click the box. This is not for kids under the age of 18.
Yeah, seriously. Put a disclaimer up there.
And you have to do that when you upload a YouTube video.
For real.
It says, "Is this made for kids?"
Yeah, absolutely.
Every one of my episodes, I put no. It's not
it
made for
shouldn't.
kids.
I mean, stop. Well,
It's 21 plus because of
listen,
alcohol.
First off, like we play Call of Duty, dude. The kids are ratchet.
Oh,
on that
dude.
shit,
And they're man, they wouldn't survive Call of Duty. 7 years ago, 8 years ago,
No.
the chats were way worse, in my opinion. They're still pretty
Yeah,
bad.
but no, they're brazen little shits.
Oh yeah,
That I can tell you. I can't tell you how much.
it's like, you suck, you suck. Like they're so loud in your ear, and I'll go, if you don't stop, I'm gonna kiss your uncle. And
That's hot.
and they don't know what to say. It catches them so off guard,
Absolutely.
and it just goes quiet, and I'm like, yep, that's all I needed.
Uncles are weird, dude.
But someone said
I'm somebody's crazy uncle.
someone said, yeah.
Go get yourself an uncle, kid.
No.
Oh shit.
All right, here you go. Would you rather vomit on your hero or have your hero vomit on you?
Wow. I think I would rather have my hero vomit on me. It's more of a sign of respect. like legit.
And
I
then-
can't vomit on them because then it's like, my bad, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was just excited.
But if they vomit on you and then you vomit on them back,
that means like, I love you too.
yeah, perfect.
You know what I mean? It's perfect. It's perfect. Definitely my hero vomiting.
You ever
on me.
been thrown up on?
Yeah, by a dog here, as a matter of fact, not too long ago.
Gross. What about by like a kid?
Yeah,
Like
of course.
babies?
Yeah, my kids have thrown up on me multiple times. I've been shit on too.
Uh,
So.
I had a cousin that was what. So you probably don't know what it is. You know what a video now is?
Oh, what?
Yeah, video now. So people might know what this is. Came out early 2000s.
Video now.
Yeah. So before they had DVD players, like portable ones.
I was around for DVD players.
Yeah, I'm acting like you're. Anyway. But what I'm saying is before they had DVD players, they had this other thing. It was about this big, and it flipped up with a little screen on it.
Yeah.
Kind of like a Game Boy. And it's called a Video Now XP was what mine was. And you would go to Walmart, and you could buy episodes, not even seasons, episodes of like SpongeBob or Fairly Odd Parents or like Ned's Declassified, like Nickelodeon shows or Disney or whatever. But you had to buy the episode only. Like it was actually very lucrative and probably ahead of its time, which is why it didn't take off, because now you can buy whole seasons and you had to buy the episodes individually. And it was a little disc about this big. Anyway, 2008, I think it was, or 2009. The only reason I know that is a bad winter storm. I think it was 2008. Winter storm hit Missouri bad, and like we were out of school for almost 2 weeks. Like there was no power in the whole town. And we were at my grandparents' house because they had gas oven and fireplaces, so we could cook. Well, all my family was there, like all my cousins, like everyone was here at this house.
Survival house.
Oh yeah, it was like 15 people in this house. So we were sleeping on an air mattress. Well, one of my cousins, I don't care to say his name, Ripken. He
Cal?
Yeah, it's actually who he's named after. His dad's a New York Mets fan.
Yeah, but Cal Ripken was a Washington Redskins quarterback.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Cal Ripken Jr.
I'm sorry, he was an Orioles baseball player. What the fuck am I talking about?
He was also on the Mets.
Right.
Anyway,
I digress. Go ahead.
Ripken was sitting beside me, and he was really young, and he found out that day, that night, that he liked the little slices of, they're like candied peach things, like they're gummy, but they're sugar and they're peach. Yeah. So he was eating those, and we're watching SpongeBob. SpongeBob was his favorite thing when he was younger, and he's sitting right next to me, and he just looks at me, like does this, and just blah, dude,
and threw up on you.
Threw up all over the side of me, and I'm like,
did it smell good because it was all?
No, dude, I was like
peach.
I don't know. I was like 12 or 10 at this point. Like I'm young.
That's so bad.
And my one instinct was just to immediately get up. I left him there. Like I don't know what happened to him, but I got up and like. I think I was in shock. I like got up, took my shirt off, like went and cleaned up, and was good. But I've been thrown up on like that.
I'm gonna say you were quite composed.
I was
composed.
composed.
You were in shock. I think you were quite composed because I would have been throwing up right on top of him. I would have given it back to him right away.
I do have like that instinct more so now. I think.
No.
Like if I hear, which Kaysen doesn't throw up often, but she has like one time since we've been together, and she doesn't close the bathroom door. Mm-hmm. She like ran in there and was gonna throw up and like didn't close the door, so I'm in bed and I hear it, and I'm like, yeah, I can't. Like now I can't hear that stuff, like the hurling and
but
dry heaving and stuff.
Do you try to help her?
Yeah, I wet a washcloth and threw it over to her and said, "Put this on your head."
That's perfect because I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. If you're on the road to dying, I can't help you, bro. I can't have it because it's not gonna be pretty for me either.
Yeah, that's.
You know what I mean?
I have to like hold my breath. Like I have to hold my breath, and I'm good with the sounds. Don't bother me if I'm there.
Dude. It's that first one that hits the
smell.
And once it hits the nostril, you can't get it out of you. It's like painted in your system, bro.
Yeah, it's also crazy that we got to this point. I'm trying to think of how our brains are working right now, and we're just. There's dots being connected in so many places.
Listen, I'm all over the place, bro. There's nothing that's consistent in my head. It's crazy. It's a crazy existence, to be honest with you.
It is.
But you know what? I've made it.
Yeah?
I've made it. I'm content. I'm happy. That's all I care about.
I'm just reading some of these. Some of these are dumb, but I'm going to ask you just to see what your opinion is, because I don't know.
Let's go.
Would you rather watch nothing but Hallmark Christmas movies or nothing but horror movies?
Wow, nothing but horror movies.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. Hallmark movies?
Yeah, they're all the same, too.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, absolutely horror movies. Yeah, I'd like to see like Jason Voorhees like slamming somebody in the head with a machete. Rather see that than like people like hugging and shit. Oh, I love you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
I like scary
I'd
movies
rather
more.
see people die.
Yeah, that's fair. Ooh, would you rather always have full phone battery or a full gas tank?
A full phone battery for sure.
Really?
Yeah, full gas tank. I work 100th of a mile.
That's true.
You know what I mean? From where I live, I would rather have a full battery life because
Your phone is from the 1900s.
no, it's not. It's an 8. Stop it. You're being mean right
His
now. I don't
iPhone,
like it.
his
I have an
iPhone still
8,
has
so what?
his iPhone still has a button on it, like a
my
thumbprint button.
Dude, it's my thumbprint. It tells
Yeah,
you that I'm not a criminal. I'm not nothing like that.
Yeah, and by what time in the morning is it almost dead?
Dude, it actually hangs on pretty good. I'm at like 30% when I go home for lunch.
That's not good.
What do you mean it's not good? It's not that bad. I mean, it's an iPhone 8, bro.
Mine's barely at 90 when I go home for lunch.
Yeah, well, you just bought the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you can't compare that, dude. I've had this thing for 5 years.
You've had to have had it more than 5 years.
No.
Yeah, you had to have.
No.
Did you?
No. 'Cause
Was
I
that
had
considered?
I
Was
had
that
a
an
7
upgrade?
Yeah, it was an upgrade. I had a 7 just before that.
It's definitely more than 5 years old then.
No, dude.
Yes, it is because I bought my phone before that one in 2019.
It's not 5 years old.
In 2019,
I haven't had
and it was an 11.
No, I didn't want. Here's the thing. I didn't want to upgrade from the 7. It was the last year that the 8 was made. It was the last year that the 8 was made when I got it. And it was probably like the last 2 hours. Cool, guys. I'm just letting you know. So anyway,
Whatever pays the bills.
that's it. That's it.
Uh,
It pays for at least 2 pounds of rice.
do you like watermelon?
Yeah, of course I do.
Oh,
My
good.
father's Cape Verdean.
Would you rather never eat watermelon ever again or be forced to eat watermelon with every meal?
I don't like it that much.
So never again?
I don't like it that much. Yeah, I'd rather never eat watermelon again.
Yeah, I don't
Except,
like it.
I mean, on a hot day though. On a hot day,
It's nice, juicy.
nice juicy watermelon.
Nice juicy melon.
Yeah, no.
I mean, it doesn't say you have to eat a whole watermelon. You could just eat a slot, like a piece. You just cut a little square out on every meal. But you gotta think, you gotta do that for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner.
Yeah, it seems a little like watermelon overkill.
It's a lot.
Just a little bit.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot. I wouldn't miss it if I couldn't eat it. I guess is what I'm saying. So yeah.
Yeah, that's me. Just because we grew up with watermelons in the fields, and I'm not a big watermelon fan. Like, I'll eat it, but it's gotta be right. I think you are right. I think you're right. Like, it's better in the summer. Dude, I need this McValue thing.
What is it though? Because I am kind of hungry, but I'm on keto, so I can't mess around.
It's $1 any size iced coffee
Oh, that's nice.
until 11 a.m.
Well, that's
3:20.
That's coming on.
It's 3:20.
That's coming. No, we started this at like 6:30. It should be fine.
You're right.
Should be fine.
Would you rather sip gin with Ryan Reynolds or shoot tequila with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? I don't like gin.
I don't even know what gin tastes like, but tequila, I can't smell anymore. Bad experience in college.
Oh, you mean like you can't smell it? Like if you do, you're done.
Yeah, I'll throw up on you, like completely. So I guess Ryan Reynolds it is. Like I get the man in the red costume. What's his name? Deadpool?
Yeah, you get Deadpool.
I get Deadpool.
Yeah.
I'll take Deadpool over The Rock.
That's completely fair.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely take Deadpool over The Rock.
Would you rather?
I'm not sure I like the way your reaction on this one.
Would you rather walk to work in heels or drive to work in reverse?
There's no chance, dude. You seen how wide my feet are? There's no chance. I'm a hobbit. Hobbits did not have heels. Hobbits didn't have heels.
What did they hit? Sandals? They had like sandals.
Yeah, they
didn't
had sandals. Well, they didn't just wear shoes at all, bro. It's like, you know what I'm saying? We didn't wear shoes. Yeah, there's zero chance I'm wearing heels.
So you're gonna drive to work in reverse?
I will drive to work.
I feel like you could do that pretty good.
Definitely, yeah. It's a challenge, especially you got cameras now.
Yeah.
You got cameras now. You know what I mean?
I think I could do
I'm
it.
still going to use my mirrors.
Yeah.
100% still going to use my mirrors.
The hardest thing is going to be going over the road right here because now instead of you being front facing and being able to see, you're not really going to be able to see very good.
No, you listen. You got to trust your instincts.
No, because your instinct is always go.
Yeah, it could be a problem, but it might not be. 47 seconds after I wash my hands.
There you go. That's a wild statistic.
It's extremely convenient in a lot of cases. In the summertime, it sucks. You get
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of rashes.
Yeah.
Painful. It's not fun.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, it's because you're inconsiderate.
Oh, that's fun.
Sorry, Peyton.
That's fun. It's okay. I can
Peyton, hey, I just want to let y'all know that Peyton got me to see Jesus.
I did. Easter Sunday a year ago. Well, right after
It was
Easter
the week
Sunday.
after Easter Sunday.
Yeah, it was after Easter Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Been fighting. He'd been knocking for a long time, brother. He had been knocking for a long time. Never answered the door.
Nope. And then you didn't even open the door. You just
I kicked right through that bitch.
yeah, you didn't. You cracked. You turned the handle to the door, and gave me that little inch.
It was a small opening, yes.
Yeah,
absolutely small opening. I think it was Jenna too, our friend Jenna.
Yeah,
she was very upset.
It was her fault. Questions. It was her fault. I'm gonna blame her.
I don't think it was her fault. Because I love where I'm at right now. You know, it's
not
her fault. But it was more like it drummed up more curiosity for me with the idea that you had been kept saying it. And then, she got upset because I was asking like genuine questions that
about her devotional
to people that are, extremely devoted to Jesus would find my questions to be upsetting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it had nothing to do with that, But it was about her devotional right. And I was saying, What are you going to be quizzed? You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah. Because she was writing down answers to questions or something.
I said, what are you going to be quizzed? And she got really, really upset. And I was like, oh, shit, I wasn't trying to, piss her off.
Yeah, you were genuinely asking about a devotional.
You know what I mean? And then you hit me. I think you got me the book.
Yeah, I got you a devotional.
You got me the devotional book.
Because you gave me that little opening.
It was a sliver. Very small.
He didn't read it either.
No, I still do.
Well, but not then. I'm talking then when I got it for you.
No, when I first got. No, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't read it at first. It was like then. Then I had a friend in California. I watched
church.
Her church sermon on Easter Day, and then it was like, that's when I came to you, and I was like, I think I'm ready.
Let's go to church.
I'm gonna go to church.
You know what's weird? I bought that same devotional for me, and I haven't even opened it.
No, I've read. I'm halfway through it.
Are you?
I'm halfway, but I've been reading that one and another one at the same time. So
yeah,
you know what I mean. Like I kind of alternate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I also do the Bible app and all that other stuff.
Yeah, that's why I didn't read it last year was because I was reading through the Bible in a year, and that was hard.
I can't imagine.
I've done it twice. And it's hard.
You physically reading the Bible, or are you actually reading it from an app or listening? Because I listen to everything that I'm doing.
I read it. I read it on the.
I have a hard time
from
reading
the book.
It makes me sleepy.
From the book, because I feel like that's the only way I even get something out of it.
Yeah, but here's my point on that. It's like the reason I like the audiobooks because there's so many names in the Bible that are so hard to say.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I spend more time. My brain is so fucked that I spend more time arguing with myself
how to
pronounce the word. Then I completely forgot what I read.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now is it really sticking with me or am I?
But also, and everything in the Bible is relevant in some way, shape, or form. But man, a lot of those names are not. It's not necessary for you to know them.
Dude, hundreds of names.
Yeah, there's no. There is no reason for me to know the whole lineage. That one book in the Bible, I don't even know what it is. Maybe Exodus. It's like all it is lineage. All it is yeah, and it's hard for me to say my opinions to you as well because I don't want to sway you. I don't want you to just believe it just because you're so oh, that sounds right. I want to believe that. You know what I mean?
I look at it from the word of Jesus. It's documented everything that's coming out of his mouth. So you look at it from that end.
And he also has when I say he, God has it's in the Bible. He knows it's hard to believe in everything without seeing it.
You have to.
experiencing
You
it.
have
Like
to,
it's
because some people are like that though. You know, they
Right.
have to experience. And
They have to
see
feel
for
it.
themselves to actually be able to believe it.
right.
I was like that for a long time. Like honestly, like that for a long time. I was
Yeah.
like that, and because I was always a believer, you know, believed just enough
Right.
to allow it to knock on that door. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. I think this was a whole thing for you. I think that's the reason you ended up with this job and you ended up moving down here. I think that's
That's
like,
probably what would cause me to
like,
get rid of my past relationship.
dude. I think everything fell into place the way it was supposed to, even though it caused pain and stuff along the way. I think that everything fell into place.
I think so too. I'm with you on that.
So it's crazy to think about it in like a full circle moment, because I remember when you had started, before we even talked about any of this, not before you started, when you had started working here, I was contemplating leaving when it was still Chandler Park. And I remember every time I've ever thought about putting in my notice, I would always pray and be like, give me a reason to stay. Tell me like why I need to stay. And I remember I specifically prayed for you. I was like, I specifically was like, you need to like show me a sign, something on some way that I need to stay. And it was literally like the next day. It was so crazy. It actually like gave me goosebumps because I was like,
well, you know what?
This is wild.
It's amazing. It's amazing the way he works. You know what I'm saying? It is crazy. But you know what? Glad to say that I could have been a reason to keep your ass around here.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, we got a good team.
Yeah.
We got a
Yeah.
good team.
We got a good team.
I think
All right. Well, last story before I leave. Did I tell you the story about the nun? Have I told you that story?
No.
We used to have a nun that lived here,
Mm.
but she passed away. She was older, but anyway, I didn't know anything about nuns. This was before you and Ron worked here with Nick. I was here with Nick, and we went to do a work order in her apartment for the first time ever meeting her. Super nice woman. But when we were outside, you know, I kind of jokingly said to Nick, I was like, you know, I don't know anything about nuns. Like, do you think she'd pray for me? And he's like, you know, probably. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to ask her. I just like, you know. And we went and did her work order. We were on our way out. Dude, she puts her hand on my shoulder and she's like, I'll be praying for you.
Dude, stop it.
I did not know what to say. And that dude, that tripped me out so bad.
That is.
I mean, it was the craziest thing. She was so nice. She knew my name from then on out, talked to me every time she saw me. It was hard when she.
That idea, dude, is.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure she said, like, I'll be praying for y'all. Like, you know, as we were both walking out the door. But, like, I was the last one. And
thinking about it, dude. And
right before I went in, and then it happened. Like,
yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
So
that is crazy. Hey! Beautiful thing.
Beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing.
All right. Well, this has been fun. We've talked about, you know, like 50,000 things.
Yeah.
Cheers.